This is the plaintiff, Joseph Morgenstern. He says he was married for 14 years to the defendant, and that sore loser stole his John Deere lawnmower, cut the seat on his ATV, and forged his signature and racked up 60 grand on his credit cards. The sneak also got a divorce under his nose without his knowledge, and once this case is settled, he'll be very happy to be rid of her, that's for sure. He's suing for $1,491.18, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Sandra Gant. She says the cut ATV seat was an accident when her son tried to affix a boombox to the seat, and she's willing to have it reupholstered. As far as the tractor goes, he bought it for her when they split, and if he wanted it so badly, he should have put it in the divorce decree. She's accused of sneaking out on an ex.
Joseph Morgenstern.
Yes.
You are suing your former wife, Sandra Gant?
Yes, I am.
For $1,491.18 that you say she owes you for a lawnmower and a ripped ATV seat. Tell me what's going on. How long were you two married?
14 years.
14 years. Do you have children together?
No.
Okay. You had a child from a previous marriage. All right. And that child basically grew up with you. You met that child at what age?
Approximately 3 years old.
3 years old. Boy, correct? Yes. Okay. So at some point you get a divorce.
Correct.
All right. Now tell me about the divorce.
Well, backing up in 2008, we discussed about buying a new lawnmower. And at that time she said...
At the time you're married?
Correct.
Okay.
And she said, don't put it on our joint account, open up an account of your own.
Okay.
So which I did and purchased the lawnmower.
Okay.
And we were making payments on the lawnmower up to about the time the house sold.
Okay.
And then I kept asking her about the lawnmower. And when I was able to remove some of my personal things from the house, I had my brother accompany me. He actually went in the house. I wasn't allowed to go in the house by her.
How come?
Just her rule.
Okay. Had there been a problem?
No.
Had there been a problem? What was the problem?
I didn't want to be alone with him.
Why?
Because I'm afraid of him.
Why?
Because of violence and
Physical?
temper. Both mental and physical.
Was there physical violence during the relationship?
Yes.
Against you, against your son, against
Both.
both? Did you ever call the police?
Yes.
Did you ever get a restraining order then?
Yes.
How many restraining orders have you had?
One.
How many times have you called the police?
I do believe twice.
Okay. How did you two get a divorce? According to you, it happened behind your back?
True.
And according to you, it did not happen behind his back. Okay, so according to you, you had no clue that you were getting a divorce?
Not until I was served with the papers.
Oh, well, that's the beginning of the lawsuit, though. That's how you find out. You found out the same way every other guy finds out, or every other gal who's not the. You found out how every respondent finds out. You get served with the papers. I'm
Correct.
sorry. I thought when you said it happened behind my back, that you meant it concluded behind your back.
Well, it did.
So it concluded behind your back?
Well, I approached her about the marriage, type thing. If I have to go get a lawyer, we're done. Do you want to work on the marriage? She thought about it for 4 or 5 minutes and says, yes, we'll work on it. And I was under the assumption we were working on it.
Where were you physically when you were served?
At the residence.
And then what happens?
Well, I discussed, I said, this is kind of a cool thing to do, without talking about it.
Right.
And when she agreed to work on the marriage, I started, working on the marriage. And then I went down south, and my parents were...
Yeah, down south. Where are you from? You folks are from Oregon.
Correct.
Okay. When you say down south, what do you mean?
California.
Okay. Go on.
So I was down there, and she left a message on my cell phone. Don't bother coming home. I've changed the locks. We're legally divorced. And I was totally shocked.
Well, what did you do when you got the papers, though? Don't the papers say you need to respond within 20 days?
Yes.
And you did not file an answer?
No.
So you feel like she duped you?
Well, when I asked for a piece of paper saying that the divorce hearing, because we had a date, it's been put on hold.
And did you get one?
I never did.
Oh, okay.
Asked
all right.
3 or 4
now,
times.
According to you, it's a little bit different. This is important because the divorce decree talks about the disposition of property. That's why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, according to you, what? How did this divorce happen?
On Christmas of 2008, we got into an argument. We were staying down there having Christmas with the kids, and we got in an argument.
Where's down there?
California.
Okay.
And he got mad, and he said, we should get divorced. So I said, okay. And I went home by myself. I drove back to Oregon by myself.
And straight to the courthouse?
Well,
Pretty much.
took
And
me
then-
a couple weeks.
Okay, and then he's home. By the time he gets served, he's living in the house.
Yeah, he's back home.
And had there been discussions about salvaging it or not really?
No.
And then he just didn't answer the lawsuit?
He said he couldn't afford a lawyer.
So, and did you have a lawyer?
Yes.
All right. Now, how did you and your lawyer go about asking for this property or that property? Because I've read the divorce decree, and it splits stuff a lot. It doesn't look like a one-sided thing. So you tell me your version of that.
He said this is what he would like.
And what does that divorce decree say about the lawnmower?
It's not listed.
What do you say it says about the lawnmower?
It's not listed.
All right. Now, I've read your divorce decree. What it says is it lists a bunch of stuff, other stuff. It doesn't list the lawnmower. And then it says any farm equipment that is not listed shall be sold. Is it that you folks don't consider this farm equipment?
No, because it was bought for the household, for me to mow the lawn. It is part of the household.
It is farm equipment? This is a farm that you guys live on?
It was only used for
the house.
the
So you do not
house.
consider this farm equipment. All right. Now, this debt that he talks about, that is, I guess it's only in your name?
Correct.
Let's look at your divorce decree and see what it talks about regarding debts. Respondent is you, shall assume and pay according to the terms thereof, and indemnify and hold petitioner harmless from any debts in his individual name. Any debts in your individual name. How is this Home Depot bill not a debt in your individual name that the divorce decree says you have to handle? You're served with the papers, my friend. You're stuck with the divorce decree. If you didn't, you knew there was a divorce out there. At some point, you figure out the lady doesn't want to work it out with you. You don't go to that divorce judge. Did you ever make any effort to set this aside, to set this, overturn this? Did you ever say, hey, I was duped, I was told it wasn't going forward, anything like that? The answer is no. All right, so you're stuck with this. All right, now let's move on to the next thing, which is the ATV seat. Talk to me about the ATV seat.
I was down in California again,
Okay,
and this is the seat that's been cut.
right. How did that happen?
I wasn't there, I assume, because there was cardboard and the stuff around, and actually the knife that cut it was laying there. Stuff was missing.
But this was way before the divorce.
No, ma'am.
Oh, this was after the divorce?
Yes, ma'am.
So what year did this happen in?
This happened in late '09.
Late 09, and your divorce was when?
Final was March '09.
Okay. So in late 09, after the divorce, in the shop, which the divorce decree says is yours, someone has gone into the shop and has cut that seat out of malice or an accident?
I assume it's an accident.
Okay, and what, did you discuss it with her to find out how that happened?
Yes, I did.
What'd she tell you?
She says it's been cut for a long time, and I says it has not. And at a later date, I asked her about it again, and she said Jordan, her son, admitted to cutting it.
Okay,
Nice.
what happened with the seat?
Yeah, he was working in the shop, and he did accidentally cut it.
Okay.
And
How old was Jordan when that happened?
he would be 17.
All right, so it's just, you guys are divorced, it's discovered, and why didn't Jordan pay for it if he did it?
Because I told him, I said, did you actually do this? He goes, yeah, Mom, it was an accident. I said, okay, well, we need to get it recovered.
And did you?
No.
Okay.
I just told him I was going to recover it. He said, well, I'd like a new seat.
And what is the cost of a brand new seat?
$175.13.
And you feel that all you should pay for is what?
To recover it.
But can I see that? Does the manufacturer say it's something that can be recovered?
Yes. You can
Can
buy
I see that?
You
Can you show me your proof? By the way, did you ever talk to Jordan about this?
I didn't discuss anything with him. He's a kind of a hard child to deal with. So I went to his mother.
I mean, do you talk to him at all?
No, not
Really?
anymore.
You raised this kid from the time he was 3?
Well, the things that he's done to me in the course of this divorce, there's no reason for me to talk
What
to
did he
him.
do to you?
Oh, gosh, I don't have that list
No,
with
I mean,
me.
just give me a general idea of what you're talking about.
Called the police on me, and that's one of the things that she's referring to, and said that I hit him, and which I didn't. And the sheriff came in, and I told him my side of the story, and he got Jordan into the room, and he says, anytime that Joe wants to go out in that orchard and cut a switch to tan your hide, because I think it's needed, don't call me. Don't ever call me again.
Things are done a little differently in Oregon, aren't they?
Well, actually, the police...
See, where I'm from in Miami, there's a domestic violence call. Someone's going to jail.
The police officer told Jordan.
Anytime Joe, I guess a police officer knows Joe, right?
No, he
Yes.
doesn't.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Is a lawnmower farm equipment or is it household equipment if it's used to mow the front lawn of the house and the farm?
It's farm equipment. I mean, it's outside. It's not inside the house.
Right, but is your lawnmower farm equipment?
Well, no.
Exactly. What do you think?
It's household equipment. I mean, I have a lawnmower. I don't live on a farm.
I know. What do you think?
Farm equipment.
Farm equipment, really?
Yeah.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
You can't just cover it. The foam itself is cut too. It's not just like there's a little cut and then the foam's not damaged. The foam, it's cut through and through. He needs a new seat. That's, I consider, a debt that you took over. That's your debt that you promised to pay to him, and it's post the divorce, so the divorce decree doesn't affect it. And I take it that you agreed to pay it. There is no real parental liability here. What there is a separate contract between you two to do it. In other words, every parent is not responsible for everything a kid does all the time, but you took on that responsibility because, of course, that would also mean that there wouldn't be any further problem between the two of them. There was something in it for you, peace. It was peace. So you say to him, I'm going to pay it, so you got to pay it. I'm going to order you to pay the $175.15 in order to obtain the new seat. Now, I find that you do not have to pay any of the bill regarding the lawnmower. The lawnmower is physically where right now?
At my house.
You possess it. It's at your house. And now we go back to the divorce decree to figure out what happens with personal property, to figure out who's supposed to have that lawnmower. And when I look at it, it says that the contents of the family home are going to go to her.
It came up stolen.
I don't know what came up stolen means. She's saying that she has it.
She told me
Did you ever tell him it was stolen? No. Okay, right. So if you guys can't agree on what the facts are or prove facts against the other one, I am left with looking at the four corners of the divorce that you did not bother to show up for.
But I was lied to.
We're done.
Okay.
I don't believe you were lied to. I think you're a big boy. You need to put your big boy pants on.
I got them on.
I thought, well, then put them on and keep them on. Because when you tell me that this happened behind my back, I assumed it meant that she forged something, that she falsified something, she served you, and then you did not show up and protect yourself. The law expects you to show up and speak, not to come later and complain. That's it. We're done. Done. Good luck, folks.
Well, we'll find out what the plaintiff has to say about the verdict right here. He's got the seat cut up, and now what?
What can I say? I thought I had a good case, and I don't feel the judge really looked at my case. So the big guy loses.
Well, the big guy should have shown up all those times in the past, and those those are just reasons. They're looked at as excuses in court. You got to be there for whatever reason. You just got to be there.
Well, I'll say what my dad always told me: I live and learn, the hard way.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you. You head right back around the corner there, and come on in here and tell me what you think about the outcome of this case.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
What are you happy about?
I'm just happy it's over.
You really think it's over?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Mm-hmm. That lawnmower, what are you doing with it?
I'm using it.
Is there any chance you'd give it back to him?
I would have gave it back to him. All he had to do is pick up the phone after we left.
Is there any chance you'll give it back to him now?
Not now. Mm-mm.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, if you've got a property settlement agreement, if you're getting divorced, it is really important for you to read this because you ultimately know more about your stuff than your lawyer does. So you can't just assume that your lawyer is going to do the right thing, that he's being totally complete. You got to read that line and verse. It's so important. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.